welcome to another unboxing from Haus of Hoot. My name is Jay. Thank you for joining me. I like buying stuff, so here's something else that I bought recently. The Neewer NW-700 condenser microphone. This sucker will run you about $18, give or take taxes, because that's a thing now. Well, so basically about 20 bucks. It is a really good, allegedly, studio quality microphone of the condenser brand, but it's also a budget brand. Everybody nowadays buys fancy pants gear like I have. I have a DBX 286. You can see have a Rode Procaster and all kinds of things and maboobers and all that good stuff. But let's try the budget. Let's see what happens when you want to be on a budget. Does the budget live up to the hype of Corinthian leather sounding stuff? We're gonna find out, more or less. So let's get on with the unboxing. So nothing fancy with the box, basic to the point. If you can see, you can see on the side it has an array. Oh, there we go. I don't know. I'm trying to adjust it because I'm using this strange angle. An array of wonderful colors, but we just got the black and silver one, so it is what it is. Anyway, so let's unbox it. Easy to open, thanks to Amazon. Not trusting me, treating me like a child. But you have your foam. You have some paper that says broadcast recording microphone. Can't see that because of the light, the glare. The glare is disgusting. But it basically reads, I'll read it to you because I can't see sideways. It is a single unit supercardioid condenser microphone. Directivity omnidirectional. Don't know what that means. Frequency response 20 hertz by 16 kilohertz. Sensitivity minus 38 dB plus 2 dB. 0 parentheses. 0 dB equals 1V/PA. See, this is why I failed math. Output impedance 150 plus 30% at 1 kilohertz. I don't know what that means. Load impedance, alligator facing the other way, 1000. Equivalent noise level 16 dBA. Max sound pressure 132 dB decibels, I would assume, at 1 kilohertz. Alligator going right, 1% THD. I don't know what any of that means. Just so if you're an audiophile, by all means, educate me. An SN ratio of 78 dB, a current consumption of 3 milliamps. Unit weighs about 316 grams. Ooh, not a kilo, hint, hint. Just kidding. Dimensions 46 by 150 millimeters. Attention can be used with phantom power supply. So yeah, that's one thing about this sucker. It requires, and you can just check out the notes yourself if it wants to. There we go. Come on, zoom and focus. Won't you focus? Why won't you focus? Please focus. Just terrible microphone, not camera rather. Won't focus, but yeah. It has comes with a microphone, shockproof stand, windproof cover, and a warranty. So let's take a look. Open that little kit stuff and Sona. Oh, this is I don't know what that is. It's a piece of paper, so whatever. Windscreen. And the pop filter looks like it was attacked by a gopher, but what are you gonna do? Okay, so this is the pop filter real quick. The pop filter looks like it was in a car accident, perhaps a football accident of some sort. It was dented in. That's not great. Gotta fluff it back up. Pause. So that's that. Looks mangled, but if it's 20 bucks, so you can't really complain. You can buy these on Amazon or your local record store. Guitar Center has stuff like that. You can get a couple for like $3-4. But yeah, this one's all mangled up. A windscreen. Now this I thought this was actually, you had to pay extra for it, but apparently it comes with it. So that's kind of cool. Windscreens are generally incredibly, not expensive per se, but it's a hot ticket item, and that usually adds around 30-40 bucks depending on your unit. But this one, let's see, this one's a pretty sorry about that. This one's a pretty good quality windscreen. These are very tensile, if that's a word, so this will do nicely. Set it to the side. Another opening, and we have our cable. Now, the funny thing about this cable I did some research regarding this, and this is terrible. I mean, this is, if you're a budget person straight out the gate, then this is fine. But if you're even slightly above, if you're novice, this, that this is not a good idea. So this is your XLR female to your male 3.5 millimeter jack. So what you do is you would plug this into your microphone output, slot rather, in your PC, and you connect the microphone directly to XLR, and it'll act like, a typical 3.5 millimeter microphone, and it'll be using your computer for the phantom power. Now the thing is that for some reason, and I can't explain it, I'm not an expert regarding this, but when you use this setup, it sounds like trash. So do yourself a favor. If you will be purchasing the Neewer NW-700, and after when I do the sound test, maybe you'll consider purchasing it. It's only $20. Do yourself a favor and make sure that you opt for an XLR cable as well. You will thank me, and you will thank yourself, and your listeners will thank you in the long run. Moving on. And finally, sorry about the breathing, I'm fat. Finally, you have the Neewer NW, crinkly, sorry about that. Wow, it's in there. You have the Neewer NW-700. There you go. Look at that, that's pretty. Now, I thought this would be heavier, but it says 316 grams. This is really light. Now, for comparison, at one point I had purchased a ATR 2020 when I was first going into streaming and podcasting, and I liked the ATR 2020. The issue with that was it's, like all condensers, it picked up everything, and this was before I knew how to treat audio and post-production, because I'm lazy. I don't like doing post-production. If it's not good off rip, it annoys me. But anyway, I say that to say that the ATR 2020 was significantly more heavy. Did that sound grammatically correct? Heavier. I don't know, more heavy. It was more heavy to me. This, while it looks heavy, it is really light. This is, like I said, 316 grams. It's not a lot. I don't know what that means in ounces or pounds, but this weighs less than a pound. This is really light. And while it looks shiny and high quality, it feels kind of like, this part right here feels solid, but this little part right here is shiny, but it feels like it'll flake or chip easy, like them old die-cast cars you back in the day. I'm an 80s kid, so what do you want? And this, while it looks really nice, this, the cardioid pattern or whatever it is, this also feels a tiny bit flimsy, not super flimsy, but you feel that it's $20. So just letting you know that off rip. So now at this point, now you've seen the microphone, you've seen the goodies that it comes with, I'm going to connect it to my system. I'm not touching the settings for the most part. And then we're going to come back. We're going to see how it sounds. And I guess you can be the judge.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
So now here we are using the Neewer NW-700. And I had to make a lot of changes on my DBX 286. Well, actually, no, I upped the compression up a little bit. I lowered the gain because this thing picks up everything. Right now, I'm pretty close to the microphone. I'm about, you can't see my finger, but I'm about, let me see, back it up a little bit. You got my help. Okay, so it's a really bad angle. Sorry, I apologize for that. It's a really bad angle. But right now, I'm about, maybe 5-6 inches away. This is what it sounds like. It picks up everything. So here, look, give you an example. These are, I'm going to change it right now. These are my current, the settings I'm going to use right now are the settings that I have before on my Procaster. So let me just change the compression level. Let me up the gain a little bit to the buzz. So as you can clearly hear, there's all kinds of background noise. It sounds really, I'm talking at a normal level, but it's not. And now I'm closer to it. So I'm closer to it. It sounds better when you're closer to it. Yeah, man, it doesn't. I'm not surprised by this. I'm just a little, I don't know. It doesn't sound anywhere near as rich as the Procaster. What do you expect? It's $20. Procaster's about $200. The Shure SM7B is about, I don't know, $400, and everything in between, the USB stuff is like 100. The ATR 2020 is 100 and change usually. Maybe you can get it on sale for 70. So for $20, it's not too bad. But as you can hear, it's a big difference. So this is with the gain where it was. So let me try to lower the gain a little bit. I upped the compression significantly just in order to reduce noise, and so here's how it sounds right now. Again, it's not terrible, right? This is a test of the of the Neewer NW-700. It's not terrible. When you're on top of it like this and you tweak it, your settings a little bit, it's okay. But again, see, you can hear everything. If my stomach gurgles right now, you'll hear it. If a mouse farts on cotton, you'll hear it. So this is what it sounds like. This is a test of the Neewer NW-700. Compare it to the Rode Procaster. Comparing in 3, 2, 1. This is me using the Rode Procaster. Use this to compare with the Neewer 700. Again, this is me using the Rode Procaster. So for $20, you get what you pay for. It's just not a bad piece of equipment to have. Especially if you have multiple mic setups, or if you need mics for different things. Like I want to try a condenser for not so much voiceovers, but for certain broadcasts where I don't want to be on top of the microphone. So the odd thing is right now I'm actually on top of the microphone, even worse so than I would be with my my main microphone. So let me see if I can back it up a little bit. So okay, now I'm about maybe I can't calculate, but maybe about a foot away from the microphone. It's not terrible, but again, man, you get what you pay for. So if you want to just do like a stream and you don't want to have super duper, really amazing sound, you just want to kind of do your stream and keep it moving and don't worry about stuff, you'll have something to pick up your audio, then you have this. So that's basically it. I ain't got nothing else left in the tank, man. You do with it what you will. Compare it to the in my case I have a Rode Procaster, but compare it to whatever else. But for $20, that's not a bad. See, when you're on top of it again, it's pretty decent. It's not, again, it's right. Depending, like if you're just starting podcasting, this is not a bad idea if you're looking for a condenser mic, but you would want to treat your room, meaning you want to put up the foam pads or maybe work out in the corner. Like right now, my setup is not great for a condenser microphone. I'm like kind of out in the open. There's no sound treating at all. I turned everything off, so now I'm sweating bullets. And yeah, so if you decide to purchase this, just make sure that you have a little corner, a little nook, and you should be okay. So this is Happy J. Thank you for listening. And if you like this, hit subscribe, and we'll try to do more. Because I like buying stuff. Because I don't know. It is what it is. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful night.